back for another week of Can We Answer the Same Questions? So get them in the chat box wherever it appears on your device so that we can do that. We do have a poll going this week right now. Will TC get disqualified again, get bucket banked on Saturday? Yes? No? Wins his division and dead last. 39% of the 30. Oh, shit, you're bouncing up and down there, bud. 39% think you will win, though.
That's awesome.
He signed up in the pro division.
Yeah. I don't feel right about doing AM because it's not like I need the gear.
If you win the pro division, does that mean you're a pro snowboarder?
I don't know. I think so. I'm getting paid to snowboard at that rate. I'll put it in my bio.
Snowboard.
I'll put it in my bio.
Get paid to snowboard. Are we pro snowboarders? No, we're not.
No. Not going to claim to be. I don't know. If I was number one on that podium, maybe. Because last year there were actual pros there. There were Olympians there and shit. So I'm like, you know what? If I could do that. If any of you fans are out there going, though, and want to bring me like a 60-pound lead vest, that would help.
Or just a $25 Taco Bell box.
That'll work too. Box in hand, just backhand, right?
You're going through the corners eating like a beef and cheese burrito supreme.
Yes.
That would be funny, actually.
Trying to put hot sauce on it at the same time.
No, you gotta sprinkle this hot sauce behind you. So it makes it sticky for the competition. You're pouring Baja Blast right behind you. Like,
yeah.
See, you're better than I am. I'd be back there with motor oil. Just be like, suck it, bitches.
Well, me and Preston were talking last week about it, and we were joking about putting googly eyes on our board. And Preston actually bought a box of googly eyes, and he has ones that are like this big.
Yeah.
And he had them on his board, and one of them popped off. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I was like, put 1 million on your board, and by the end of the race, they're all popped off and in the middle of the course just screwing up everybody else. I was like, it's like a spike strip back there.
You got to Shawshank Redemption it, hole in your pocket with rocks. You're just dropping them.
Shaking it.
Everyone's like, why is he riding with his hands in his pockets? Rocks are just falling out behind you.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Dumping rocks, putting rubbing alcohol in the snow so it just strips off all the wax.
WD-40.
Yeah.
Spraying it behind. So, yeah, that would be.
I was feeling fast today, though.
You were fast.
Yeah, felt good. Those bindings were rad.
Until I decided I wanted to be fast.
Yeah, that's 60 pounds. It does wonders.
60 pounds on a board with no wax. It's got rail grease on it. The edge has a reverse curl. And here I am just.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I did ollie a fence and a rope today in the same line. It was great. One right after the other. For the boys.
When I saw you ollie the fence, I was like, where the hell is he going? Can he get back? And then I forgot about that little cut over, and I was like,
oh, that cutout is the worst because you come down, you have to pump uphill, and then it's bombed out right now because there's no grooming in there. So you have to pump back uphill to get the speed to get over, and then you have to hook a 90-degree turn to ollie that rope. Like, I knew I had the fence. There was no doubt in my mind I had the fence. The rope, little more questionable. But yesterday I did the soggiest ollie over that fence in front of mountain safety. Like, two of them just standing there, and they're watching us go by, and they turn their back. And the second I knew they turned their back, I popped the ollie in midair. She turns around, and she's just like, because the next lap, they were like walking towards me as I was getting closer to it, and I just blew straight past it. I was like, I'm not going in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep them on their toes. Like, this is the guy. Maybe that wasn't the guy.
Yeah, well, my whole thing is I love it when they come up to like, you kids. And I'm like, you're a 40-year-old middle-aged housewife that volunteers to get passes for your family. We're the same age. Pound sand, nerd. You're a volunteer.
Yes.
Am I hurting anything? It's a park feature. That is technically part of the terrain park. That is a park feature.
Yeah.
That's my argument now.
Just give them. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So, all right, let's take some questions. Actually, I think this one's kind of just funny from Jason Smith. Tried that backflip last week you suggested. I over-rotated, thought I'd dislocate my shoulder for a few minutes as I gas fair. Turns out I'm old. But you went for the flip.
At least you over-rotated and not under. Under's really when it sucks.
Under is usually when you either snap the nose of the board and blow your knee out, or you rip your bindings right through the inserts.
Yep. I just got shit whipped last time I did that. Just straight to the face. And I was like, oh, and that's a concussion.
Ugh, not fun.
Nope. Been a while.
Fun. Yeah. All right, we'll take this one from Eric Shelton. Hey, guys. Transitioning next season from an older Never Summer SL with hybrid rocker to a Mountain Twin. Curious how different the Cam Rock will ride and feel compared to the hybrid SL I rode for 10 years. Anything's going to feel better than that lasagna.
It's going to feel a lot lighter.
You know, it's going to have more snap.
Yep. More stability.
You're going to have better edge hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not. So 10 years, I can already tell you, if you take that board and throw it flat, this is the shape of your camber profile. If this is the nose, it goes like this. It goes meh, 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 meh. Bet you the rear of that is completely decambered and flat as shit. You don't have anything to give you spring out of the tail on that. Guaranteed. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get a lot more pop. It's going to be a little more precise. You're just going to be happier.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be a nice ride. Nice and comfy.
From Smashidi, buy your editor some nacho fries on me. He's been killing it. Hashtag feed the man. Hashtag T-Bell squirts. I think he's upset that he doesn't live walking distance to Taco Bell anymore. Like, you could see Taco Bell from his old place's front porch, and he's just like, some nights I just get the craving and they're open late, so I just walk over.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's right there. Now he has to get in his car, drive across the damn road, go to the Taco Bell, drive back across the damn road.
Yeah, it's a lot now. It's a deterrent.
Yeah. It's extra work with extra steps. All right. From Jackoff Beat with the PSA. Click, like, and subscribe. Join the Discord to goon with like-minded degenerates during the off-season. Avoid the AI art. There's the link to the Discord. Questionable decisions happen in there. Like, they took that photo of Kevin James from King of Queens where he's got his hands in his pocket, you know, and he's got the work shirt. They put giant tits on it. So it's Doug tits. And now they've been face swapping it with everyone. So there's one of you face swapped onto that.
Really? How do I look fat?
So you're TC Doug tits. Because this is what they have to do. These guys don't have jobs, I'm convinced. Or their jobs are so pointless. This is what they do at their jobs. It's the only thing keeping them alive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We got to get a picture of that to put it in the live stream. I want to see how I look fat.
You don't look fat. Your tits are like this big around.
Oh, okay.
Like, man, I don't. Yeah, the TC Doug tits is different. But speaking of something interesting, I kind of want to show this funny ass photo of. Let's see if that'll load here. It's from a screen grab from Wesley got. Oh, what the heck? Why is that? It's not giving. It's giving me issues. Let me try the other one. This one. Let's see if this will let me load it. It might not. I don't know. Might have to turn the banner off. We'll see. But I really want to get this in here. This is hilarious. One of the guys got smoked by a skier in the base area the other day.
Oh.
No, this was this was last week. I don't know why it's not. Why the fuck are you not working? This is bullshit.
It's been a tech struggle day.
It's been extra annoying, that's for sure. I don't know what the deal is with this thing. It's being such a piece. So there he is getting clipped.
Oh God.
But like he literally looks like he's getting the fist of the skier up his ass. So
I
that's
got it.
Wesley doing that. But then, let's see. Now let's try this one. Let's see if that'll do this. Because I think this is the one, if I'm right. Yeah. The skier's just getting launched.
What? How did you get, like, was somebody doing a follow cam on Wesley?
Yeah. MB had the follow cam. And so Wesley did a circle carve in the base by the Chandala side. It was uphill. Skier looking right at him as he's doing it, just turns his head, goes into the power slide from like 100 feet away to the point he's like backwards, hits Wesley, and like just ejects and shit.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Wesley, you can make some money.
But the screen grabs of that, I wish I had the video. The video is even better. Maybe next week for the last live stream of the season, we'll get the video, put that in. It'll be the opener for everything. So, but yeah, he got fucking worked. All right. So we got this one from Joe Gunn. Tell us about the Nitro Stiletto. It's a limited release board. It's a one and done season. It's a 166 deep swallowtail from Nitro. And it's got a thicker core to it than the 73 Canon. So it's stiffer, but with the swallowtail is more functional on that. So you can like really slash on it. And surprisingly, it was actually really good in the trees. That was that like foot day at Copper last week. I took it out and I was slashing with that thing. And it's really nimble. It's good on edge too. That thing was a lot of fun, you know? Mm-hmm. But I love the follow-up to this from Gringo Brian. It would be a crime if that Nitro Stiletto got misrouted to Washington when you send it back. A crime punishable by a lifetime supply of s'mores. At the price of chocolate, you can't afford that.
Yeah.
Company go bankrupt because he's giving me so much. Because I don't think people understand a lifetime supply of something to me means that like literally it's my level of supply. I want to be able to eat 100 of it a day. But that board was fun. It was really good. Like it floated super, super well. Like it was unsinkable. So let's see. From Ross Barzy, will Bozun get canceled for being a Nazi bum? No, probably not. But why are you wasting your time following him? He changed his name to like Snowboard Hitler or something like that, and swastikas and shit. This is why drugs are bad, kids. So
nobody's really like people are really not going to buy his $1,000 t-shirts anymore.
Wait, Bozung had $1,000 t-shirts?
Yeah, he was designing his own t-shirts. Like I listened to it on the bomb hole, and it was one of the hardest bomb holes to make it through. But he was talking like about the t-shirts he designs and sells them for like $900 to $1,000 or something. And they got like tears in them. It's like a Hanes t-shirt that he's just thrown some paint on and terrible children Scrabble and shit like that, like scratch. And you're like, Jesus, dude. Like,
Jesus Christ, dude. At that rate, let's go buy a couple dozen white Hanes shirts, throw them in the alley, and just drive back and forth with our cars.
Yeah.
And then sell them.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's art.
It's art.
One of a kind.
This is why I don't understand art. People will tell me something and I look at it and I'm like, it looks like shit.
You just don't get art.
I don't. And if I ask people to explain it to me, they can't. And I just look at it and go, I don't get it.
My favorite is the art that there's a huge backstory to it. And you're like, that doesn't check out at all. You're like, this guy
that taped the banana to a wall and sold it for $1 million. It's
awesome.
Like, what the fuck is that? It's gonna rot.
My favorite was the people kept stealing the banana. You just kept having to get a new one and put it up. I'm like, that's amazing.
Well, I watched this video of this guy going into one of the art galleries or museums in New York City. I think it was New York City. And he had taken a piece of bread with a piece of salami and put it in a frame.
Yeah.
And then he walked in and tacked it to the wall and walked away. And there's all these people standing by it like, oh, this is... And I'm like, this isn't shit. I don't know. Living in the arts district of Breckenridge, some of the artists that they hire literally make kindergarten nightmare fuel. Like that one stupid chick from Texas that she came up and she made a fucking ceramic unicorn and covered it with sprinkles or glitter, but all it was shitty Mardi Gras beads that she glued onto a mold. She spent like 3 months making this thing and it broke.
Yeah.
And they put it up on the bike path up on Boreas, like right off, and people were getting murdered by the bikers doing the downhill because they like the entrance way, like they told people to walk below the landing of one of the dirt jumps. So people were getting smoked. But what was even more hilarious was the crows and the wildlife were pulling everything off of it because it was shiny. And it got mutilated. And I was like, we paid like $60,000 for this? Why? Looked like shit. But she got into it with me because Baroness was like a puppy at the time. Like she was like maybe 5 months old and she was little. She was like 15 pounds. And so she was running around the art park because I was trying to train her. She ran off and I was doing it. And this chick had a dog. She tried to kick Baroness. I was like, don't kick my fucking dog. I was like, she's a puppy and she's curious. And she just like lost it to me. And I was like, take your bullshit kindergarten nightmare fuel overpaid artist ass back to Austin, Texas. Like fucking trying to tell me that's worth $60,000. I'm looking at it going, this is shit. It's shit. It's like the last chick that they had in there. She made this inflatable dragon and they couldn't get it to inflate. So like no one knows where the fuck it is. I was like, we paid how much for this thing? My tax dollars at work, people.
I think the best like explanation of art is from Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they're just trying to make fun of the art people, and Frank just absolutely loves a piece, buys it, and wants to sell it back to the person he bought it from, and she goes, "Oh no, that's not worth that much to me. Like it's not worth anything to me, but it's worth 10 grand because that's what you paid for it. But no, it's not worth anything." It's like, yep, that makes sense.
I mean, cool, you put a value on it and somebody paid it, but like sometimes people show me shit and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't get it. Like, besides, we're all going to be replaced with AI anyways. You're just going to get AI angry snowboarder reviews. There's enough audio clips for you and me both now that it could train the AI.
That's true.
It's just a matter of time. That'll actually be hilarious when we just write the script and give it to the AI and it makes the whole video, edited and everything. Yep. Life just got easier. We can snowboard more.
Yep. Got way better.
Yep. All right. So we got this one from JP. Fellas, would the battalion phase bindings pair well with the spring break resort twin / party mod quiver, or should I look at another pair? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Or if you wanted something softer and more playful, get the 32 team phase.
Yeah.
Like,
but for the spring break resort twin, I would probably go the battalion or
yeah, I would ones. Too.
Like, I mean, that's where I'd be at.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. We got a super chat from Tom KL. Hey guys, getting the ride moderator for next season. I'm 6 foot, 205 pounds, size 10 boots. 59, 61 wide, or 62. Thanks for all the info. I'd go with the 61 wide because you're going to get more stability out of it in there. And at 205, like you're still going to float. I mean, if you want it to be a little more nimble in the trees than a 59, but I think the 61 wide would be fine for you.
Yeah, it depends on the size boot. If you have something like a fuse or a lasso, you might not need the wide. Like that 59 will probably hold for you. But if you got something a little bit chunkier, go with the wide. It'll just float better for you. Be a little bit more stable, especially at that weight.
Yeah. All right. Super chat from Orion. When's the last live feed? Next week, next Thursday. 3 p.m. Mountain Standard.
The wheel is back.
The wheel is back. We're going to give away a couple snowboards.
That's cool.
I got board boxes I need to get rid of.
I got a couple right here too.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, those are the ones from Nidecker.
Might have to give those back to Greg.
Yeah, there's Beta APX behind me. So
there's an Escape Plus right there and there's an Escape right there.
Perfect.
So
I got two board boxes.
The Mega Merc review. Make sure it's in focus.
Megalite.
Sorry. Yes, Megalite. Yeah.
You got the Mega Merc.
No, I don't have a Mega Merc. We didn't get one this year.
Oh no, you got the Mega Death. That's what it was.
Got the Mega Death.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, if your board has a thin base when you're racing a bank slalom, that means that it cools down faster.
True.
So
it's gonna be a hot one on Saturday.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be warm.
Yeah. Especially if they keep it out of the shade like they've been talking, or like it sounds and look today. I was like, oh shit. That's gonna be baking all day. You gotta get that first run in.
Well, go fast, take chances. Mm-hmm. Don't get disqualified.
Yep.
All right. From Barnes, I need more snowboarding content for the summer. What other channels do you recommend? Lost Snowboard videos. Go watch all of their videos. You can get the history of snowboarding in one channel.
Nice. That's pretty
so
cool.
Many old snowboard movies on that channel. That's a good one.
Are they still doing those like microdosing episodes where
Absent? They put one out last month, I think. So the microdose stuff from Absent Films. Shredbot's channel has a ton of content on it. I mean, Bombhole will be going all summer.
Yep.
So
they might be doing it from Copper when they go.
I was wondering if they're going to do a live group chat.
I doubt it.
It'd be funny if they did. If they did a group, they filmed a group chat in the Edge, because you could do it in the Edge.
That would be awesome.
In the lobby,
the lobby of the Edge.
Just sit there and heckle from the audience. Just keep yelling out weird shit. Show up with a bullhorn. So, this one's for you from Rich Foster. How did TC do it slash and burn? Did I miss it or has it not been discussed? What was your final standing? Do you remember?
60 or something like that in the open? I think 60.
Out of, isn't that like 100 people in that one?
Yeah. But the main thing is I beat Travis, and that was really all I cared about. Was beating Travis. Now we got a grudge match for this Saturday.
Oh, what's the side bet for Saturday?
I don't know.
Loser has to snowboard for a full day with a pack of Zin up their ass.
That would be great. I was thinking maybe loser has to use the other person's golf clubs for a day because I'm a lefty and he's a righty.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You want a long day out on the course.
Fuck. Clubs come back all bent.
Yep.
I still liked your idea that loser has to wear the clue stirrups, not ride the clues, but when they're not riding, they have to put the clue stirrups to walk around the resort for a whole day.
I like that. I do really like
that. Or
when
they're skating, they have to cook the clue stirrup on just to skate.
I do like that. That would be fun, especially if because they give you results pretty much like once the last person goes, like you can look up the results. So when we go to the awards, that would be hilarious if one of us had to wear the clues to the award ceremony. We actually should have
snowboard boots on, just wearing the clues.
Yeah, just the shoes. Feel like Forrest Gump.
Cowboy hat. He could be a little cowboy.
Yep. Now you walk around with those and tennis shoes, people are going to think you're like Forrest Gump with those leg braces on.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the whole point. Just be like, God damn it, I lost this bet and I've got to do it. You could have some fun with it. Well, let me know if you want the stirrups.
I'll let you know. I can let you know tomorrow. I might just take them tomorrow and you won't even see it until you go to film and you're like, the stirrups are gone. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, we got to launch a GoFundMe. The Clue 2.0 is coming out. We got to get the money to buy a pair to review how bad they are.
Yeah. They're going to be expensive.
According to Jonathan Buckhouse, they're a more athletic binding.
I like that. I don't know
What
what that
the
means, but
fuck does that even mean?
I'm going to use
I
that
mean,
in my
that guy
reviews,
doesn't
though.
show up to the athlete's mountain, so he's not an athlete. He doesn't know what athleticism is.
No, I'm going to use that for board reviews now. This is an athletic board.
This is an athletic snowboard. I rode it at the
Yep.
athlete's mountain. That's what we should start referring to a Copper whenever we do a review. So I rode this at the athlete's mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I was very athletic. Fucking Copper. This is the dumbest marketing ever. We're the athlete's mountain. Like, what? Have you looked around who's sitting in the flyer lot? Like the people that pay for the parking pass? Other than Fran and his family and like Paisley and her dad, there ain't shit for athletes in there. It's a bunch of middle-aged fucks that are too lazy to park in the fucking free lot.
Yeah, either that or they're just old as shit and they've ridden from 9 until 10, and then when I show up, they're leaving, so I get to take their front row spots. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. They go up, they make their 3 laps, they get in their car, and they leave.
Yep.
They got to get back in time to have a pre-lunch nap, have lunch, then watch a Matlock marathon.
Yep. They also probably have bridge on Tuesdays.
Definitely on Tuesdays. Mahjong on Thursdays.
Yes.
How do you play bridge? I
don't know.
Never actually I have no idea.
I know everybody holds pretty much the whole deck in their hand, so I'm like, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, I don't know. My grandma loves it. She plays every day. Never figured that one out. I'm more of a euchre person. Let's go half the deck and everybody gets 4 cards. You don't have to think in that one. That one's easy. Or cribbage. That's good too.
So I like this one from Insulato one. TC gonna need to Tanya Harding, one of the pros.
Yeah. There could be just a tragedy that I just lose control of my board and just fly into the start tent, you know? Who knows? No.
If you're gonna shoot off one of the bank turns, go for the backflip.
Yeah.
Just go for it. Just fucking hammer it out. Because you know someone will catch it on camera probably. And that way we can just show it next week when you're all banged up and I'll be like, he went for it, he did a flip.
I gotta find the video of me blowing out on turn 2 from Slash and Burn like 3 years ago, and then just proceeding to hit every bank as a jump, and it just went massive on him to the point when I got done, I was like, my knees hurt from that. Like, I gotta find that video. I can't remember who has it, but somebody's like, yeah, I just thought it would be cool, and then all of a sudden you just decided to do that shit, and I was like, I wasn't gonna make the next turn anyway, so let's have fun with it.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Mm-hmm.
We got a super chat here from Hunter. Question for Turkey Chef. How does someone start getting into more slopestyle events here in Colorado? Hashtag letters sprinkle boobs. Letters is on this kick about chicks with sprinkles on their tits. And I don't mean like stripper dust. I mean like donut sprinkles.
Like Jimmy's?
Yes. But like frosting the boobs and then, like glazed.
I mean, I think you just sign up for USASA. I saw there was
check resorts websites and see if they're holding a slopestyle contest.
Yeah, I don't really see those much anymore. It's always a rail jam or something like that. I rarely see slopestyle anymore.
I'm trying to think if anyone's had anything. Yeah, I think you're right. It's all like rail jams.
Yeah. It's easier.
Yeah.
You don't know. We talked about doing USASA.
And then Bob Hole did it.
Yep. Proving. Good idea.
What's a good idea? I'm still thinking that like next year, you and I should enter every bank slalom and compare our results at the end of the season and like have some weird whacked out bet that I think we have to do the whole season. But we'd have to do like Dirks and Derby, bucket. If Slash and Burn is there, we do Slash and Burn. The Neverland Banked, the Silverton Stunt Ditch or the Eldora Stunt Ditch, the one in Silverton.
Yep.
If
There's
we
one
can
in
get
Crested
into that,
Butte.
if we can get into the LBS, we do the LBS. We
There's
just
one in
do like
Crested
all these
Butte.
bank slaloms, but we're only competing against each other. But like loser has to do something weird on a live stream. Like loser has to do a 10-hour live stream by themselves.
Oh God.
And it has to be
That would suck.
overnight, like a
And it
late
has to
night
be.
one. So you're like falling asleep in there. But we set up like a thing so when someone super chats X number of dollars, like the bullhorn goes off, wakes you
Wakes
up.
you up.
Oh Jesus!
Hunter said he was talking bank slaloms. I mean, the first way I got into bank slaloms was just going on like Steamboat's website. I was like, what events are coming up? And I saw that one on there, so I was like, I'll register for that. And then a lot of it is just following like just different mountains, and they'll like post like, hey, we got a bank slalom this week. I know they always wait until the last minute to post them, but that's kind of how I do it. Or you just, I mean, yeah, just follow snowboard accounts, and they're always always going to be posting shit about them. Like, but yeah, who knows? There's also the Aspen one, which a little bit more mellow, but that one happened the weekend of Slash and Burn. So we might do that one next year instead. Who knows?
Oh yeah, are you talking the one at Powderhorn?
No, there's one in Aspen, like at Buttermilk, I think they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
My buddy Micah won the one at Powderhorn.
Mm-hmm.
He decided last minute to do it, got in the car and drove from here, like just drove 3 hours, no warm-up lap, got top speed, top time, everything, collected his prize, got in the car, and he's like, I gotta read my daughter's a good night story, and just drove back. Like, see ya.
Well, that was like the 1 year my buddy Doldy won. He won the amateur thing, left halfway through the event. I don't even think he took a second lap, and was halfway to like California when he got a call being like, hey dude, are you gonna come and collect your prize? And he's like, oh shit, I didn't even know. I'll be back next week or in 2 weeks when I'm done at Mammoth. And it's like, oh, okay. So he just wasn't on the top of the podium. There's just nobody there.
That sounds like my friend Scott for USASA. He was in open division. Like his sponsors told him to do it. He didn't really want to do it, so he went and did it. But like the best is, so he qualifies for nationals, and we were working at MSO in Silverthorne, and Paul Krahalik calls the shop and is like, Scott, you need to come compete. He's like, man, I got to work. I got bills to pay. And they're like, no. And he's like, let me talk to Matt, the manager. So Paul tells Matt, he's like, he's got to come over. Like, people want to see him do this. So in his work uniform, he drives over, leaves his car running in the flyer lot, goes up, takes his first lap. The reason they wanted him, it was right when double corks came out, and he was one of a few people that had them in the US. So he drops in, does his double cork, qualifies in first place, goes down, takes his second run, smokes the competition, straight lines it down to the flyer lot, gets in the car and drives back to work. He was stayed punched in the whole time. And like, so we're at work and he's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I did pretty good. I at least qualified in the top 5, whatever, I'm there. We're at work and they're doing the awards ceremony. And Paul calls back and is like, Scott, you need to come collect your check. You won like $1,500 or something. He's like, oh, no shit, I won. So he's looking around and we're like, well, go get your check. So he drives back over, still in the work uniform with the name tag on, gets on the podium, takes the photos, gets back in the car and drives back to work. It was just like super, super fucking funny. It was just so funny. Because he was like, he just didn't even want to do it. He's like, I'm going to make more money being here. Turns out he won and he made more going to that. But it was just like, yeah. He's like, oh, they want me to go collect my check. I told him just throw the check up on first place and take a photo. He's like, I don't need to be there. It was super, super funny. So, all right, we got Rich S. Would a battalion beyond medals be too much for a lower level intermediate? No, you're an intermediate. There's none of this levels to it. You're either beginner, you're intermediate, you're advanced, or you're an expert. But progressing rider would be an upgrade from a yes basic. And for the bent mounts, 151 or 154 at 145 pounds, 9.5 boots, more all mountain focus. I'll let you take this one.
I would probably go with the 51 if you're only 145 and in that intermediate range where you probably don't need it to be that big to actually get all the stability out of it, because you're not going to be pushing the envelope on it like top speed or anything like that. And you'll be able to flex into that 51 and really decamber it and pop. So I would probably go with the 51. You could definitely do it. There's going to be a learning curve. But at least you're already on a basic, so you're on camber already, so you don't have to really worry about learning that. But it is going to be a little bit more snappy, definitely a faster base on it, and just a little bit more like a step up from what you have. But I think it'll be fine. Like, you can ride that board for a while and just keep going with it then. So when you do get to that advanced level, you'll be okay. But yeah, I don't think it'd be too much. Just go on the smaller size and you'll totally be fine. If you go with that 154, it's going to be a bigger learning curve. You got anything to add?
No.
Okay.
I didn't want to answer it. I knew you were going to say some stuff. I'm like, you can just have it. From S01, looking for stiff boots, best brands to look into. The ones that fit your foot and fit your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, the more you pay for a boot, generally the stiffer it is, unless it's that bullshit Burton step-on boot that's like $700. That thing's soft and turdy.
Yeah.
Don't get
But,
stuck.
I mean, yeah, depending on what you got, like, you're probably going to want to stay away from Vans because they don't really make a stiff boot, in my opinion. Definitely check out, like, Nidecker. Check out K2, Ride.
Battalion.
Stay away
Honestly,
from 32,
if you really want a
probably.
super stiff boot, if you can get a chance, check out the Kita APX for next year. That might be the stiffest boot on the market now.
Yep. Otherwise, like a Solomon Malamute is also going to be crazy stiff. Well, not crazy stiff anymore, but it's going to be stiff.
Riding Sano or a Trident.
Mm-hmm.
Watch yourself with the Thraxis from K2 if it's this year's model. They built it all fucked up. That thing's fucked up.
I would say go with an Orton over that if it fits your ankle. That's just the one thing. The Orton doesn't really fit the rest of the K2 line with how it fits compared to the rest of them, because the rest of the K2 line doesn't fit my foot whatsoever. And now that we just got a pair of Orton shipped, I really want to try them on, because after talking
Fuck it, they gave us 2 pairs. Take them. Fuck it.
Well, my
I don't even know why they said 2
here.
in the same boot. I like open the box and I'm like, what the fuck is this? They just really want us in Ortons.
They do.
Yeah, no. Best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. So,
Just try on one of all of those boots and then whittle it down from there.
Yep. Just remember, boots only as stiff as the first day you try it on. It's going to progressively get softer.
Yep.
All right. From AJ Costanza, if you guys each had to pick one board to learn jibs on, which one would you choose? Rome Boneless for next year.
The Boneless?
The new one?
Is that what you rode? Because I didn't ride that one.
You didn't ride that one.
I was thinking
you rode the Mechanic, which is essentially the low-grade Boneless.
I was going to say the Mechanic. I was like, that thing was easy to do anything on. So that's what I would say.
But
flat in the middle.
The Boneless just has carbon in it, or it's got a thicker core or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, that would be it. Either that, or I would look at like the Yes Shifter Extreme for me personally, just because it's got carbon in it. Like, I like that. I mean, I own a Ride Kink. That thing's great.
Yeah.
K2 World Peace would be good.
Or a Nidecker Score. If you're going to buy it this year, get the Score. If you're going to wait until next year, get the cheat code.
Yep. But they twinned it up for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that board is really fun. I really like that thing.
Yeah.
K2 Geometric as well.
Or a World Peace. They're so
Or a World Peace. Yeah. I would probably
Italian Disaster is super soft. Gives you that 3BT.
Or an Artifact. I know he just asked for one, but
giving you options.
Yeah.
All right. From Alpine Ibex, could an older board use a base structure, or is it typically done with newer boards? Thanks. No, go do it. It'll ride faster.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially like I used to always structure my boards in the springtime because after I got it, like at the beginning of the season, you ride on it, that structure gets flatter, just kind of gets compressed, especially on harder, icier snow. So like by the time it's springtime, that board's fully broken in, it's soft, and I'm throwing a structure on it to actually get water to wick away from it. So 100%. Every board I have, I've put structure on it. Even this one, and I owned this for 2 years before I worked at Powder Tool, or a year before. No, it was 2 years before I worked at Powder Tools, and threw a structure on it once I got in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Super chat from Beziums. My money is on TC flying out of the bank to a tree.
That's fair.
Has anyone done that there? I don't feel like anyone's landed in a tree.
No, because the top section, well, at least last year, the top section that went through the trees, it was really hard to keep your speed. So it's hard to fly out into a tree. And then once after that, it opened up. If I did the one up in Whitefish, that was my first thought, is I'm going off of this berm into a tree, because that one's through the trees straight up. Like that looked like one of the sickest courses I've ever seen.
I hit a tree this year trying to hit the C-jib or the.
He did.
I did not make the kink. I just went straight into the tree. Just was like, fuck. I was like, God damn it, Kobe, you lied to me. He totally hyped me up. He's like, you got this. I didn't have it at all.
I didn't have it. It's the best.
I mean, if I'd hit that with any more speed, I would have pulled a U and bent it.
Could have kept it.
Could have.
You break it, you get to keep it. Everybody knows the rules.
It's true. Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
From James Lee, does a cracked edge pretty much mean a board is done for or still good to ride and jib with it? I mean, it's not going to ride the same, and you're going to have this dangler that catches up and can hook up, but I'd go try to top rope that thing onto a rail and snap it in half.
Yeah, I mean, I've ridden with cracked edges before. You can. It's just going to slowly get water in there and slowly like balloon itself and just stay soggy. So I would say use it as like that preseason board, that slush board. But yeah, jib with it, ride it until that whole rail falls off pretty much. Like, I would say just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the super chat from our moderator, Jack Upbeat. Good seeing you, Gooners, for the Mario Farewell Tour 2025. Hashtag 69+1. Hashtag Monocera Structure Go Brrr. Hashtag Zippy Boy. Hashtag Doug Tits Haunt My Dreams. Hashtag Sprinkle Tits. Hashtag Wes Killed a Guy. Well, factually true. He flew in for the Farewell to MB Tour, which today was his official last day, and we kept it mellow. And the dude still managed to hook an edge on the same roller twice. That thing's cursed. I was like, that roller's cursed.
Well, the second time he did it, I was like, damn, he went again. And the same thing happened again. I'm like, all right. Well, I even said it to Steve. I was like, dude, every time I ride with one of you guys, someone gets broke off. He goes, we're just trying to be cool, man. I was like, you don't have to try. You're already cool. It's fine. Yeah. But like,
you don't need to impress anyone.
No, and I was like, Steve, you did the coolest thing by not killing that child, actually. Like,
yes.
But yeah.
Following that up, we got our boy Ruff with the super chat. Yes, I'm jealous. Zeb Powell signed Wesley's Rat Air tanker, his 201.
That was hilarious seeing that. He had no idea what the hell that board was. He like looked at it, he's like, what is this thing?
He's like, that's a big boy.
Yeah. Put a really good signature on it too.
He did. It was big.
Impressed. It was huge.
Like, yeah. He let it be known that was Zeb Powell.
He did. So, really nice guy.
Zeb is for the people.
Zeb is for the people. The man was drinking his high noon and could get one sip in before like a swarm of kids would come up. He'd sign all their stuff, take photos with them, and then he'd go back to it. And I was like, that's a class act. Like, just
he's a class act. He's so easy to talk to.
Yep. That was awesome to see, actually, because I've seen some pros be like, later. And it's like, dude,
I felt so bad last year. I got recognized in the bottom of the escalators below Jack's right there behind Camp Hale. This guy wanted to talk to me, and I had to piss so fucking bad. And I was just like, Man, I'd love to talk, but I am literally about to piss myself. I want to piss so bad. Like, let me go pee. And he's like telling me all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, I really gotta go. Like, I am about to piss myself, dude.
Yeah, it's always the worst feeling too. After you get done, you're like, it's kind of a dick, but I really needed to do this badly.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta do something. Well, I got recognized the other day in Underground. I had Baroness with me, and I was stopping in to talk to John and Phil. Dude comes in, and he's asking for something. I was like, "Oh, you're not going to find it here. Go here." And he turns around. He's like, "Your voice is really familiar. Has anyone has said that you look like the Angry Snowboarder? Are you the Angry Snowboarder?" I was like, "Nah, man. My name's Steve." And I was like, "But I know him. He and I look alike, and this happens all the time." He's like, "Really?" And the guys went with it, which was so good. And I was like, "Yeah, it's good." But because if you don't recognize me just enough, I will screw with you. So after the fact, you're like, he was that guy. So you get a story out of it. Because then you know people are going to tell that story and be like, I met the Angry Snowboarder and he told me his name was Steve, and it's like this ongoing thing. And I'm like, that's kind of funny. All right.
mm-hmm.
All right, we got Moto Racer 971, Pocket Bacon Taco Bell cereal. Cash good season, dudes. Got 24 days from Florida, and my wife didn't even file for divorce. Going for 30 next year. Bring the wife with you.
That's a lot of days for
Florida. That is from Florida.
Shit.
That's a
holy shit.
So the national average, I think, now is like 4 days. So you did really, really good.
Yeah.
You crushed it. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is a good question from Krakatoa. Might have an interview at a local shop as a soft goods and patio furniture manager. Worked in retail before, but never in a ski snowboard shop. Anything I should be prepared for? They want to know that you can count a drawer and make sure it's accurate, that you're not afraid to yell at the employees if they're doing stupid shit or fire someone, and that you're going to show up on time and not be drunk all day.
Yeah.
That's it. It's pretty easy stuff.
I mean, I've been fired from a lot of shops. Patio furniture. Yeah, just be good at paperwork for patio furniture, because that shit, I think you have to do it 3 or 4 times or something stupid. I never had to sell it. I said, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, Christie's never had me sell the patio furniture. They were very much like you're going to the warehouse or you're going to the bike rental. They were like, you are not allowed to sell patio. And I was like, really? What did I do? You guys worried I'm going to be good at it?
I just never wanted to, even though looking back on it, I'm like, damn, patio furniture is so expensive. It's ridiculous.
Would have made a fat commission.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sell one chair and it's the price of a snowboard.
Yeah, and they want 8 of them? Fuck yeah. Plus a table and an umbrella? And they're going to pay for you to assemble and deliver it?
They also need a fireplace. You know they're going to need a fireplace out there. It gets chilly at night. Maybe even a grill. Who knows? Matching grill set.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta get the matching outdoor wicker couch and love seat and rocking chairs and Adirondack chairs. Perfect.
Yep, and hammock.
Yeah. I mean, it's like working any other retail job. You know, it's got its bullshit. I mean, big thing. They're gonna ask you just typical corporate questions, probably, and like what you can handle and stuff, what your workload is, if you're willing to work like around Christmas and shit. It's stupid stuff like that. Because when I worked for Vail, when they were SSV, they put me in a store one time and there was no GM. So I was like top ranking senior employee and they made me do interviews with people. So I just asked people really fucked up, weird questions. And I'll be like, what do you do when a raccoon comes in here and is trying to steal like the power bars? Are you willing to fight and kill it? And they're like, what? And I was like, well, I want to know, are you going to fight for the store or not? Because my theory was, like, if I ask a fucked up question like that and it offends them and then they don't want the job, they probably didn't want to work with us because I knew for a fact the guys at that tune shop would sit in the back and light their farts on fire at each other. So, yeah, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'll all be just very standard questions.
Yeah. So, All right, I like this one from Mongrel Uke. Homeboy is a service manager at a local shop and offered to get me a new 160 wide howler and trade for some mountain bike brakes. Already have a stolly fish. Too much overlap. Howler looks dope. Never tried Jones though. No, those are two. Like they look like they'd be in the same category, but the howler is more free ride. Way
Yeah.
more free ride. Like, no, good compliment. I'd do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for a pair of brakes or a set of brakes.
Benny Benassi. Hey guys, I feel like you cut Megadeth's review short. No. How does it perform in freestyle? Like a snowboard. Kickers, railed, side hits. Let's assume it's only $400. That's okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you go take out your Porsche 911 GT3 and go take it down to the dirt track and drift it and race with the peasants? No. That's what the Megadeth is. That you don't do that. That's not what it's for. Yeah, you can do it. Would I recommend it? No, not at all. Capita doesn't even recommend it.
Didn't I talk about hitting jumps on that board?
I mean, I've hit jumps with it. It's fun. There's better boards out there. It'll get the job done. I even hit some rails with it. Still wouldn't be my first choice. Wouldn't be my 10th choice. Probably wouldn't be my 50th choice.
I don't know. Benny, go watch the personal thoughts. I'm pretty sure I tell a story about me hitting jumps on that board and what it does. So go finish the review. Maybe you cut it short, buddy.
From Cooper Cash, is the Nitro Stiletto worth getting if I have a 173 Canon? No, because you weren't man enough to get the 203.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to go smaller now. All right. From Tommy HCMY. Hey guys, would the Solomon Huck Knife or Pro be a good pairing to my quiver of the public disorder and the ride defect? You don't need it. You're going to have too much overlap with that disorder. Don't even waste your time. Save the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. This is kind of funny from Smishy. AI chatbot trained by Angry would be hilarious. You touched on this before.
Yeah.
When you were like, dude, because so YouTube on our back end generates 3 different answers that we can select for any questions that are asked in the comments. Mm-hmm. And TC was like, he got one and he just like, dude, the answer was like literally from you. It was like, suck it up and learn how to ride, Buttercup.
No, it was no shit, Sherlock. It was like,
is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like, these are like, what was it? I have a picture of it. I got to find that. I don't remember who I sent it to, but there was a picture of it where it was like, is this board's not very comparable to this board because of this. And then like one of the answers was like, yeah, totally, they are comparable. And the other one was like, no shit, Sherlock. And that was it. That was just the answer. And I was like, man, this is amazing. Yeah, it's trained. It's half the time. I bet I could look right now and see if we have one that it'll do it with too.
Like, so it gives those 3 answers, and I'm like, one of them is like generic answer, one of them is definitely like from me, and one of them is from you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to find one that way. We've been answering too many questions. We need some dumb ones in there. No, don't do that, guys. I know you'll spam us. No good ones today. But if there is one, I'll get a screenshot and send it to you for next time.
This is funny from Jackoff Beat. Loser of Saturday's Bank Slalom has to take home the printer from Thirsty Thursday. Still sitting in my back seat.
Is it really?
I've been so busy and I haven't made room for it to bring it in. So it's just sitting there because I'm like, it's one less thing in my fucking house right now. Dude, the spare bathroom is so bad to put board boxes in. I open the door this much and I just chuck them in there and they fall behind it. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to get half the shit out of there now.
Well, that's funny because I was like wondering when you had me like print off that packing slip yesterday or 2 days ago. And I was like, he has a fucking printer at his house. I remember giving it to him. Why is the printer not hooked up yet? And then I had to go to Base Mountain and print it. But that makes sense. It's still in the back seat.
Oh man, it was too funny. It was too funny. Let's see. I like the super chat from Kareem2K. Union Source, Revolution or just fanboy hype? I haven't ridden it yet. I'm scared. I literally think I'm going to break it. I'm so worried that a chairlift is going to squash that thing and shatter it.
I'll just put the high back down. You'll be all right.
Well, actually, now that all the clod stompers are gone, I guess I don't have to worry about randos trying to get on the chairlift with me and stepping on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. They look interesting. They are very light. Don't know how great they're going to be on some ice. You might feel everything.
Or that's what I'm worried about. Like, if I take them out early morning, am I going to get rattled to death? Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, these things. I want to ride them next Monday when I've got fresh legs, like fully fresh legs, and just see how bad I feel after taking them out. Let's see. Okay, let's see this. You might know this from Decon. Is there a shop you would recommend to structure boards between Denver and Boulder? Isn't there like the big Montana shop? Where's the one that Belowski used to go to? Because they were a showroom for Montana.
I thought that was up in Westminster or something like that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's a few Christie's that have machines and everything. I know the Cherry Creek one is like the one you'd want to go to, but that one's pretty far away. I wouldn't say go to Evo, because that's more of a one and done type deal. They'll grind that bitch till it's almost wood.
Yeah, they'll grind your 3D out of your base.
Yeah. Bentgate maybe. I don't. They're more of like a.
Wait, isn't that where Belowski used to take his stuff when he was with Rosinal? Was Bentgate?
I don't know. They're more of a backcountry place, but I don't know if they have machines and stuff. They know their shit when it comes to backcountry, and they're all love granola. But I don't know if they have a machine. But that's probably where I'd try to go because that's up there. That's like right there.
Well, I would have told you to go to Boulder Ski Deals, but Jamie's not there anymore. So
yeah.
So let's see. All right, from Arv Chris. Hi, I just ordered my Remind liners. Ordered them after watching your video with John. There's a lot of pressure on the top of the instep from pushing against the shell. Will heat mold fix this? It should do that. I would try that first. That would be the first step with it. The other thing would be if you're using your boot's internal harness, like if it's sewn into the shell, unlace the Remind liner entirely. So that way you're just using that. You got to kind of figure that out. So, okay. Let's take this super chat from Alexei Solnik. Hi, Avery and TC. Looking for new boots. I know best boot is the one that fits my foot, but question is about boot stiffness. Riding a career transition finder on Cartel X's, what stiffness boots to get? The one that fits your needs. You got to understand, TC and I are the exact same size boot. And if we put a boot on, I'm going to flex it more than him because I've got 60 more pounds on him. Like, no one ever talks about this. But if you're like 5'11 and 160 pounds, you're going to flex that boot differently than me at 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a 40-pound difference in there. Like, that's the big thing. Boot flex is so subjective. Like, I wish people would understand that. Like, you need to just go try stuff on.
Yeah,
So.
that and like, I mean, it's hard to say really because like you could get a boot on and you flex into it and you're like, I don't actually like a super stiff boot on it. Like I've seen a lot of guys rock like stiff board, stiff bindings, soft boot, but it's like really personal preference there. So I would say whatever you just feel the most comfortable with when it's on your foot, you flex into it where you're not getting like shin pain or like anything like that where yeah, I mean, we don't know how you ride, so that's like a huge problem with the boots. Is like, are you flexing into your boots? Do you not flex that much into your boots? Like, because you're lightweight, so you can actually not drive into the boot and like really soften it up like you do. And I haven't, like, I don't have the weight to do that as much. Like, I've pretty much made my one boots last until this point, and then today I showed them to you, and you're like, holy shit! Like, yeah,
Yeah, no.
this
And then
week,
you saw my boots. My
yeah,
boots are just crumpling in on themselves.
yeah.
Like I literally have never seen a boot crease at the end of the tongue down towards the toe. It's literally the boot is pulling itself up into my foot. I've never
Mm-hmm.
seen it do that before. Like the case study of this Thraxis is going to be so hilarious for me in the end when it finally like completely just collapses in. I'm going to be like, this is the weirdest shit. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's such is life. But yeah, I mean, the big thing is you got to figure out what works with you and your style. Like if you go to a stiffer boot, it's going to be more responsive. But if you're like jibbing or buttering, that stiffer flex impedes ankle movement because you're pushing into it. It's like pushing into a really stiff clutch on a car to get it to shift. So you got to put it all the way to the floor versus like a really loose clutch that you can just and it's there. And that's what's happening. So it kind of just the way it engages is so different. So like if it's really soft, you're going to be able to push this down and it's going to be able to go. But if it's really stiff, you're like boom. And the reason I like a stiff boot is like I want that edge control right into it. So when I push in, it's there. I don't want to be flexing it all the way down. And that this is one of the things that I've noticed when my boots are getting older and more packed out. Like by the end of the season, it's fine for me to have that. But if I want real performance, I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I got a delayed response because it's packed out or it's soft. It's not like boom and I'm on edge. It's like, no. And I'm like, oh, I'm using more muscle than I want for it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So whatever one you like the best. That's what I would say about stiffness.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the Insano. It's too stiff for me. But based on like the snowboards and my setup, you would think I would actually love that boot. It fits my foot. It just does not fit my needs.
Yeah. I mean, I put the Insano on and I knew I could make it through a season if I had to with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as stiff out the box as a Thraxis. It doesn't flex the same.
Yep.
Like it's got a different flex to it. And I was like, oh, it's stiff. It's not as stiff as a Thraxis is right out. And I was like, and I was looking at it and I was like, it's going to have really good rebound. But I also know I'm one of those guys that's going to crack the tongue on that thing. I know it. I know I'm going to just crack that urethane tongue. And that's going to happen. All right. From JMB, riding a 161 ride shadow band, looking at the 157 Battalion Party Wave to casually explore the resort with the homies. Will that be a boat or should I get the 154, 510, 205? I'd get the 54. I would, at 205, I'd get the 54. If you were like 225, 230, I'd be like, yeah, 57, you can get away with it. But because you just want to casually explore, get the 54.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, this is a good one. From the Van Bosch, Aaron, stoked to see you going strong 20 years later. Most of the old snow industry guys, myself included, moved to the outdoors industry. Looking forward when Angry Outdoors makes its debut. Jesus Christ. There's always been this joke that I was just going to open like Angry Skier, Angry Hiker, Angry Trail Runner. And I'm like, I don't have the energy in me, man. Like, I don't have it in me. I just want to die. I'm over it. I just want to buy a small little house in Japan. They're cheap. live near a resort, ride POW every day. Maybe sell
Yeah.
pizza that's wood fired and have a little to go place in a little mountain town where people can come down and buy a couple slices or whatever. That's my future.
It's not a bad future.
No.
Do they like pizza in Japan?
From what I've heard from my friends that go there, yeah. So
okay. I feel like it's pretty universal food that everybody likes.
Yeah. I mean, it's an open face heated sandwich.
Yeah.
So I ate pizza last night.
I had it for lunch today at Whole Foods by the slice.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
How much was the slice?
$4.
It's kind of pricey.
It's the cheapest in town. My Pepinos, they got new owners. It's $8 a slice now. I can't do it.
Fuck
They
that.
taxed me
I'm not
right
paying
out.
$8 for a slice.
Nope.
Can't wait to go back to New York next month. I can get a slice for $2.
Yep.
Fucking greasy. Fold it.
Yep.
Eat it. I'm gonna eat so much goddamn pizza. I'm gaining 20 pounds. It's gonna be fucking glorious.
It's my summer weight.
Well, no, I see. Like the season, I lose so much weight during the season because I don't eat because all I do is go snowboard all day, and then I go back to New York and I gain that weight back, and then I come back and just hit the gym nonstop and convert that fat to muscle.
That's fair.
It's a cycle. It's getting rough though at 42. It's rough. Hey, still 42 and can still ollie over a fence.
Well,
So I got that going for me. It's not the biggest ollie, but I can get it. So got that going for me. Okay. From Jason G. Saw an Arbor Terra Twin at a local shop. Interesting 3D shape. I found no reviews of it. Any info on that board? Such a dumb idea. No one wanted to try one. Did I write that? I want to say I wrote it and just never filmed the review. Or it got lost. There was it might have been one of the reviews that got lost last year, but I could have sworn I wrote that. I mean, it overlaps with a few other boards that they have. The 3D's cool in there. It makes sense. It does break up that surface tension and shit. But you get a core shot, you ain't getting that shit ground flat.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I always thought about that with the speed channels in the back of the hovercraft 2.0.
Yeah.
I was like, what if you just magically get one right there? It's narrower than a scraper is. You would have to grind the scraper down a whole bunch and just try to get it smooth, but you're not getting that back to perfect.
You're over there with the 40 grit sandpaper.
Just going to town on it.
Yeah.
Pretty much melting the P-Tex back every time you move it because it's just jostling around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Okay, from Mars. Yo, Angry and TC. I'm going to a pond skim this weekend. Which board would you recommend to use? The Battalion Beyond Metals or the Nitro Dinghy? Dinghy's got the width. Dinghy's got the width. And if you've got the one with the 3D in the nose, sit on that back foot and just plane right through.
I mean, it's in the name. A dinghy is just a small boat, and that's what you need.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go with it.
Yeah. All right. From Lundy. Hey, I'm 210 pounds and I'm riding the Public Dispute 156. Solid. I got the Rosnell Resurgence 2024 159 wide since it was on sale for $220. Wonder if there's too much overlap, all mountain riding. No, there isn't, because you went to a bigger, wider size. The Dispute should be your park board now, and that Resurgence should be your all mountain for everything.
Yep.
Dispute's now your preseason, postseason, slush, park days, and then that Resurgence is for everything else. All right. From Senior Kobe, wondering if my pick your line on ink will soften up. I've got 6 full days on the board and it's stiffer than I thought it would be. 161 centimeter, but I'm 6'3", 220 pounds. Maybe it's the binding size. Large now drive pros thoughts. Sounds like you just need to learn how to ride it. Push into it. That board
will soften up.
It's going to. If you're really worried about it, start landing hard on the tail rocker when you come down. That'll overflex it. Either that or flip it upside down, jump up and down in the middle of it, and then jump on the nose right where the rocker it meets the camber section, and just get it to flex back while it's upside down. Do that a bunch. You'll break the fiberglass in, but you're fine.
Yeah. Also, those bindings probably aren't helping though. Those are probably making it feel stiffer.
Yeah, I mean, if you were on like the regular
movement.
drive, you'd probably be happier.
Yeah, because you're probably not feeling any movement when it comes to like your boots are just locked in like vice grips in that thing. So that also makes a board feel stiffer because when I ride the Apollos, it makes my Stratos feel crazy stiff compared to if I'm riding it on Mercury's, and that's just because how stiff those bindings are. You don't get the mobility.
Yeah. All right. From Xander Japan, what are your top 3 turn-focused party boards as an eventual replacement for a Solomon Dance Hall Pro? What do you got?
I'm thinking a Rome Service Dog, the Ride Psycho Candy, and then maybe I wouldn't consider that a party board though. I was gonna say a Storm Wolf, but I don't consider that.
No, it's probably too stiff. I mean,
and I think this better. It would be, but I wouldn't say that's very carving focused either. I mean,
so I'm thinking
excavator.
That's probably too stiff.
That's what I thought too.
Stranded Baru, Nerd Relic, and I agree with you on that. Psycho Candy would be a really good one, or a K2 Almanac instead of an excavator.
That's what I was thinking too at the end. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. From Sam, what are the lightest boards with a lot of pop? I don't know. I don't weigh boards.
Megalight. That board will just catch air.
Megadeth.
Yep.
Man,
Pantera. No, I don't.
Pantera's light.
Actually, no. The Project X
would be better.
Yeah, Project X has a pretty decent pop to it. Unless you weight on the heavier side, it's not going to have that great of a pop then. Because there's really no guts to that board. It's just stupid light.
This is a funny question from Lightnar. What the fuck is with this massive carving cult lately? It's literally just turning a basic fundamental. I think it's because people realize that they suck at freestyle and they think that they can do that. I don't know. Have you seen the abundance of people trying to carve? Like, there's those 2 Korean chicks at Copper that sit down middle of the run and watch their clips. I've watched them fall over trying to carve so much. I pissed the one girl's boyfriend off because I laid down a euro around all of them and went back uphill and then did like a nose butter. And it was just like, oh, and I did it on a park board. It's just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that shit. I think it's just too many people's Instagram and TikTok algorithm is feeding them that shit. I got fed this morning. This morning I was doom scrolling, and the amount of sloppy fucking turned carves that I was getting from Asia, I was like, these are bad. And like you could tell this person was trying to be like an influencer, and I'm like, dude, your heel side turn goes like this. It's all sloppy. So
well, there's only one time you should really be putting your hand on the ground, and that's when you're hand planting. Otherwise, you're just trying not to fall if you got your hand on the ground when you're carving. That's how I see it, at least.
I do it holding yourself up so I can throw it at you. Like,
yeah, you can do that too. But like, if you're holding a good carve, you shouldn't have to put your hand on the ground because like force should keep you up. Otherwise, you're just falling with not even style.
I don't know what's going on. Well, the funny thing is a lot of these guys, if you try to make them do short turns, like if they had to wiggle through someone, they can't do it. they're like struggle busing, and they're like,
well, that's because they're 36.27 or something like that. Like we saw that, like it's insane.
Just get the fucking skis. Get the fucking skis at this point.
Get the mono ski. It'd be way cooler.
Oh shit! We just talked mono ski. Where's Chef Drew? He should be popping in.
Yeah, he'll be here.
Because if we're not manifesting the mono ski because he mentioned it, when we mention the mono ski, it manifests him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Love him.
Love it. I love it. That man manifests the mono ski, so it's good. I like this from Super Dave. Pizza transcends nations, loved by everyone except the gluten intolerant, and I don't like the intolerant. I like
There's only two things I can't stand.
Lose their shit when you put pineapple on a pizza.
I had it today. Fucking love it.
Oh, man, you know what's good? Like I like getting. I'll get a pineapple. I'll put pineapple on a pizza. Get the ham on there. But then you do like a balsamic drizzle on there, just a little every now and then. Oh, it's fucking good.
I've been at Whole Foods. They got it with jalapenos too, and that
jalapenos.
It kicks it up a notch.
All right, yeah, they got jalapenos.
Pineapple, jalapenos, thick pieces of ham, amazing. And then I got one for after this. I got the one with black olive, sausage, onions. Oh, that's a good one. That one's gonna get it.
I think I'm
also lactose intolerant, but I suck it up and I still eat that shit.
I love pizza.
It's so good.
Chicken barbecue stuffed crust pizza last night, and I bought another one for tomorrow night. Pizza and a movie night tomorrow.
Ooh, what's the movie?
I don't know. I'll figure out. I got $120 in Amazon gift cards from YouTube this month for answering surveys.
Nice. Did you watch Furiosa yet?
No.
Okay, well, there you go.
Maybe I will.
That's the movie.
Maybe I will. We'll see what mood I'm in. I always say what mood I'm in, and then I find some weird, obscure 80s or early 90s. Been really on this kick for like 1988 to like 93 noir crime thrillers.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, so I've been on it because it's cool because they don't have cell phones and shit. So it's like, yeah, payphones. All right, I'm here for this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could eat pizza or like pizza and tacos the rest of my life and I'd be happy. I'd be so happy the rest.
Theoretically, if you take a pizza and fold it in half, it's a taco.
It's true. It's an Italian taco.
It's an Italian taco.
Get pissed off Italians.
When I used to eat the Totino's party pizzas,
yep,
I used to cook them in the microwave, so they're super soft. Fold it in half like a taco and just eat it.
It's pretty much just a giant pizza roll at that point.
You can actually, they're so soft when you microwave them, you can fold them like a burrito. Boom, boom, and roll it if you want to. Just so you know.
Burrito?
I don't think people realize you can do that if you microwave. I think depending on your microwave, I think it's like 3.5 minutes to get it there. Like the cheese just melts and it's so soft, and you can just and do it. So, yeah. Wait, the Leadville Taco Bell still has Mexican pizza?
I just read that and I was like, wow.
I thought that was off the menu. Fuck. Do we have to go up to Leadville?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Ski Cooper closes this weekend, Sunday.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. They stayed open longer than Keystone.
They did.
Keystone
Who else
closed last
this
week?
weekend?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wait, Sweden has kebab pizza.
I'm so down to go to Sweden.
But is it like pizza rolls on a kebab? Like how? I have questions.
I imagine it's the stuff from the kebab on the pizza.
But then is it on the kebab? Can I eat it on a stick?
I would hope so, that they have it kind of woven through, so it's just like taco, pizza, all the stuff, but you get the stick. Are they big on sticks in Sweden like that? Like, is that why the Minnesota State Fair has everything on a stick? Is because that's a Swedish thing? I need answers.
I got questions.
You
know how fat I'm going to be when I travel international to eat? Fuck.
Yeah, but everybody else has way better food than we do when it comes to healthy foods. So
But you've seen the portion size I eat. These countries aren't prepared for this.
Yeah, I mean,
I still eat like I'm 300 pounds.
I've had a lot of friends go to Italy and actually lose weight and said they ate like 8 meals a day. And they're like, all I ate was pasta, drank wine, and like had ice cream and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay.
So the kebab pizza is meat sliced on a regular pizza, and then they put the white and red sauce.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I want them to roll it up, deep fry the damn thing, and stick it on a stick for me. I want full kebab.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. We'll take this one from Andrew Waugh. Do you ever have boards that just don't click? I know my Arbor Gooch is a solid board, but it's just not as enjoyable to ride or even as comfortable as my other boards, mostly using it for groomers. Yeah, you need to go ride that in POW.
Yeah.
That's the only time that board's comfortable. That board, like, I didn't like this year's version of it, but it was like, okay, I see who it's for. And then they're like, we fixed everything for the next year's one. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you made it even worse.
Oh.
I was like, how? So, no, that's not you. That's that board, honestly. Like, I would agree with you on that.
There are some boards that, like, yeah. Like, yeah, guy has a good board. A lot of people like it. I don't like it. Like, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. From Gary, do battalion boards come from the factory with structure? No.
No.
It is hard to put structure on a battalion board. You've got to take the feed wheel off. You got to move shit around. There's very few. There are very few people that are willing to do it because it's time intensive. When I was running the tune shop at Colorado Freeride, I would do it, and then I was doing it like I would do it like once or twice a month, right? Word got out because some dumbass told everyone I would do it, and like I'd end up with like 15 battalions, and I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It takes twice as long.
Yeah. From Anthony Jenkins. I'm 220 pounds, 6'2", 11.5 boot. I have a Capita Merc and a 60 wide, but I'm looking for something for powder specifically. Live in Vancouver, British Columbia, and I ride all over the West Coast. Dude, you're in Vancouver. You want a POW board? Go down to Wired and buy an ARC. You're the perfect stats for the bigger size of that. Go down there. Slap Rob Dow a high five and support one of your local businesses. Right there. Boom. Done. Over with. Seriously. Like, fuck. What's the ad? Let me find the address for this place. I'm going to give it to you.
He message goes, Wired Arc. I knew it. He knew. He just needed to be validated.
You got to go down to 920 Clark Drive in Vancouver.
He put it down too. He's like, he already had the address pulled up. He's probably sitting outside of there right now waiting.
Come on, man. It's right there. 920. It's on Venables Street right there. You got the Fujiya Foods. Right on. Come on, man. Go down there. If you go to Napier Street or Parker Street, you've gone too far. Fuck. Come on, man. With everything going on in the world, support a Canadian business.
Yep.
Fuck. Go down there and do it. Yeah. Get it. Ugh. Fuck. 925 Clark. If you're going down there right now or tomorrow or something, bring Rob some beer and, I don't know, some poutine or whatever it is up there. Swiss Chalet. Bring him some Swiss Chalet. I think that's one of your franchises up there. Fuck, I can't remember.
Tim Hortons. I don't know.
Depends where you are in Canada. They get a little weird about their Timbits.
Oh, really?
I love Tim Hortons, though.
I didn't see one when I used to go to Winnipeg. I don't remember seeing one, at least.
They're all over Western New York because it's so close to Niagara Falls in Ontario.
Yeah.
So it's nice. I love this one from Insularity. Why do shops put the shittiest rental bindings on performance from boards? Rented at a local on vacation, got a Nitro Squash, great board, but they put the cheapest soft pieces of garbage because that's what they have. It's a fucking rental binding.
Yeah, because
Like
it's
most of
way
the, here's the
cheaper.
thing. Most of the people that are getting performance rentals are the people that are like, I'm an expert plus. Motherfucker, you're shitting a goddamn turn on an orca on a fucking green run. Suck a fart, 2 inches of pow, and you're falling over.
Yeah, like, and it's way easier for rental shops to use those bindings than it is for them to use like actual sales bindings because
Yeah.
first thing, rental guys treat their stuff like shit. They don't care about it whatsoever. And the amount of people breaking actual like real bindings, because we used to do it at Powder Tools. You get a demo board, you get a demo pair of bindings too. Like you get like a Union Force, Ride C8, Solomon Hologram, or Districts, shit like that. And like people would come back and be like, what did you do to this thing? And they're like, oh, I was just riding along. And like, you don't just ride along and your toe strap explodes.
Yeah. You don't
Like,
just ride along and your front high back is shattered.
yeah. And then you
Front,
got to look at their
front
wife or
foot
their
high back.
girlfriend and be like, what'd he do? And she's like, oh, he stepped on it. And you're like, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why they give them to you because those ones, thick plastic and just like durable plastic. So it's not going to break. It's probably going to move on you and you're probably going to have parts that aren't working correctly, but it's just the easiest for the shops. And then a lot of shops use a twist disc system, which absolutely sucks, but it's apparently faster, easier for the ski people to put on the discs. In my opinion, it's actually harder and shittier.
That thing has so many problems. When I worked for Vail, like one summer, we were setting up all the rental bindings and shit, and you have to like mount everything. And like, so I got really intimate with it, and like, you look at it and you're like, this thing is just a piece of shit.
Well, then Union tried making like a quick disc thing, and I was like, you guys should just stop.
Yeah.
Like this, the quick disc weighs more than the binding does. It was insane. Where it was just a solid hunk of metal, and you're like, binding? A little over a pound. Quick disc, 4 pounds. What is this?
Dead spot like this fucking big underfoot and with like a ridge that you could feel.
Well, the worst part that theirs were better for that, but the worst part is when you flip it up to twist it, you couldn't like the Burton ones where you can like flip it and then get a screwdriver in there and like crank on it to pop it off. Theirs you can't. You have to like grab a pliers and hope you don't actually bend the thing or snap it off, and then you're just screwed and that's stuck on that board. Yeah. That's
I mean, if you're going to go somewhere and you know you're going to be demoing a board, take your bindings with you. It's not that much extra space or weight because you can put your boot in the binding in the bag and take it with you, and then you can have your own bindings and boots, and then you can just ride whatever board. Like, that's what I would do.
Yep.
All right. From my cue, is the howler similar to the public research? No, it's softer flexing.
In sense of free ride.
And free ride, yes, it's in the same category,
That's
but
it.
that's kind of where it ends.
Yeah. Wait, you're saying the research is stiffer than the howler?
Felt that way to me when I rode it.
Okay.
The howler had a more approachable flex, in my opinion. Had better pop too. That was the other thing. Like, I was surprised how it was snappy. Because like Jones boards typically, in my opinion, like there's ones that are kind of snappy, but like this shit for next year, I was like, fucking next level. Because like I took out that new Frontier and I popped an ollie from flat, like a little mild roller, and I think I went like 6 feet straight up. This is like, I was with MB and Pat, I think, when I hit that on a pow day, and I was just like, blah. So. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I like this one from Michael Megas. Thirsty Thursday, but it's golf.
I'm down.
That's a you thing. I'm not. What am I? Am I driving the Bev cart? What am I fucking doing?
You guys let me know where. You set it up. I'll be there. Just tell me where I pay my dues for it. That sounds fun.
They're just going to take you to Top Golf instead.
I fucking hate Top Golf. Actually, pretty decent food at Top Golf, but you hit
Yeah, I
balls for
would go
like
to
10
Top Golf
minutes.
to eat. I'm not whacking a ball for shit. I might hit
No,
it once or twice, and I'd be like, I'm over it.
I got a neighbor that goes to Top Golf to eat. He was telling me, he goes, "You ever been to that Top Golf?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's it's fun for like an hour." He goes, "Food's really good. I just went there last time just to eat." And I was like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Great sliders, great fries, love the place." And I'm like, "All right, dude, that's awesome. I wouldn't have never done that, but all right."
Let's see. We got Joe Gunn. I have the week of May 5th off. I'm guessing Copper will be a slush fest. Still thinking of popping in for 2 to 3 days riding and some castaways. So it can go either way that time of the year. It can be like it's been sunny, warm, slushy. It can be a freak fucking storm, negative 10 degrees, dropping snow. You never know what the fuck you're going to get. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally around that time of the year been smashing pow at the basin. When I pull in the parking lot at like 7:45, 8 in the morning, it's 0 degrees, and by noon it's 55. But that slow warm up and like the snow is blower first runs, and by 10 it's like kind of creamy, and by noon it's sludge. It can be fucking anything. Plus, Copper is going to close May 11th, so you'd be there for the last week, which I think we're like a week away from them closing down the west, like far west. They'll probably keep Woodward Express open for a little while longer, but eventually that'll close, and then you'll have to do the hot laps on Flyer to ride the park and shit.
Well, I was wondering, the Powder Tools crew is coming out for that. They're staying on that far west side.
You can ride back to the house, you just can't ride in, but you can call the shuttle to pick you up.
That's what I was thinking, and I was like, man, that's gonna suck. Like, because yeah, you gotta take the shuttle to Center Village, and then you could go and ride. But getting back, hopefully, you got enough speed. Can you get across there?
Okay, I kind of like this one from Andrew Davison. Northeast England, aka London pizza, is any pizza with fries and garlic sauce on top of it. Can I roll it up though and turn it into a burrito?
Have you seen the Pittsburgh pizza?
No.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. They cook the bottom of the pizza, they put the sauce on, they cook it, and then they put the like whatever toppings you want and the cheese on cold. So you got
I have seen that
cold
shit.
toppings, and a warm bottom, and you're like, this is half-assed. Somebody got super.
Oh yeah, it's like they're fucking making an adult pizza lunchable. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Then again, Pittsburgh's water is so polluted. I kind of expect that from them.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. I don't know. I've seen some abomination pizzas where I'm like, are you really? Okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. When I go places and people are like, you have to try this pizza. It's like New York pizza. And I'm like, I'm from fucking New York. There's nothing like New York pizza. You guys don't have the crusty old lead pipes with all the minerals and shit.
Yeah.
You don't have the humidity in the air. Like, that's part of the problem. Like, anytime I make pizza dough out here, I let it rise for like 6 hours before I freeze it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got to let it do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the pizza in Colorado was not great.
No. Yeah.
I can't wait to go back to Minnesota and get their like pub style pizza. Oh my god. It's
Chicken
like
finger
2-inch.
subs. I'm gonna devour all the chicken finger subs in Western New York. All of them. I'm gonna fucking eat all of it. I don't give a shit. Everywhere I go, chicken finger subs. I tried to explain to someone how to make a chicken finger sub out here, and they looked at me like I was retarded. I was like, it's literally a sub roll that you toast. You fry 4 chicken fingers. You put it down. White American cheese, lettuce, onion, tomato if you want it. That shit's nasty. I hate raw tomatoes. Sub oil. And mayo. You put, actually not even mayo. You use the generic Cisco brand salad dressing mayo, which is basically Miracle Whip. That's it. Maybe a little bacon if you're feeling spicy with it.
No.
That's all I want. No one wants to do it for me.
It sounds like a poor man's chicken parm.
Well, there's no red sauce.
I know, that's why it's a poor man. That and it's chicken fingers instead of like a chicken breast.
Yeah, exactly. No cutlet on there. But that's basically, yeah, that's all it is. People look at me like I'm retarded, and I'm like, fucking go make it. You have all the shit. Just charge me $10. I'm fine. So stupid. It's like, Jesus Christ. You get that, and you get a side of jumbo fries, and you tell them to double fry the fries. Well, a lot of places in Western New York don't cook their fries the right way, so they're not crispy on the inside, so they're mush. So you tell them to double fry it. So they fry it, take it out, dip it back in. Then you get it where it needs to be, and then you put malt vinegar on it with little pepper and salt, and you're good to go. That's how you eat it.
That's how you eat it.
That's how you eat it. That's how I do it. But yeah. Okay. From Fizzled, is 3D shaping difficult to put a structure in a board? I have my eye on the Rome Ravine. Yeah. That board, here's the thing. You'll be able to structure the diamond section of it, but where it bends up in the nose, no. You're not getting that structured. Which is fine. No. You probably don't actually need it there. So
no.
It's not really
or you get a tuner with big old set of cojones on them and a really steady hand that can just do that part. I've done that before. It's tough, but you can get it.
You can. I hate it.
And I've had them sign
shit like that.
Oh no, I made him sign a waiver. I was like, I might fuck this up, and I'm not going to be held liable for that.
Dude,
like,
so when I worked for Christie's in Steamboat at the Clock Tower, we had one of the old no guard hand stones, and it worked. And this kid I worked with, Chris Titus, fucking would fire that shit up and hand structure shit, and he would because it had all these knobs and you could change the crosshatch and shit, and he would just be down there playing with all sorts of weird shit and then doing it. So Eric Kim, enjoying the mountain dip buying up. That's Vail Resorts. No, because I'm convinced that Vail is going to be the next Intro West because they came out and said we're too big to fail, and I was like, oh, it's the beginning of the end. Yep. They're stock. Where are they at? Last time I saw it, they were at 136 a share. But let me see really quick. Where are they right now? Because I always keep my eye on their shit. I haven't owned any Vail in forever. Let's see. 139.79. Year to date, they're down 25.53%. In the last year, they're down 39.15%. Max, they're up 725%. But I mean, if you go and you look at it at their all-time high, which if you had bought when I said to buy back in when I said to start buying it in 2020, 2021, if you'd bought it and sold it on October 29th, 2021, it was $344.71 a share, which was up 1,935%. So, yeah. No, I think Vail is kind of fucking himself in the ass. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I like this question from Joe Gunn. What athletic fast entry binding do you recommend for 2026? When will you have Phase Kabama links? We won't have links till the fall, probably. And we have
maybe August if they
maybe August at the earliest. Yeah, that would be it. But so if you really want the athletic one, you probably want the Katana because that's the stiffest one of the four. Which I've got to proof it today. We should have a big video coming out on Phase next week, hopefully. Big video. Ginormous. Some might even call it huge.
That's fun.
I don't know. All right. We got super chat from letters. PSA, the Arbor Satori is a party board. # Black Friday. I would agree. And then our boy MB, who had his final day 69 +1. in the United States of riding. To all my US homies, I love you all and thank you for the most amazing season. Oh, and PSA, by Resort Twin. This man got murdered twice on the same roller.
On that board today.
On that board. Take that
Still
with a
loves
grain
it.
of salt.
Still loves it.
Yeah.
That's when you know you truly love something, when it beats the shit out of you and you still come back.
From Jackoff Beat, any word on ladies sizing for phase bindings next year? Looking to get Mrs. Jackoff Beat something similar to the ride. AL6. They should have small sizing. I've got to double check, but from what I was told, there will be size smalls in it, which are unisex basically. For your lady, honestly, like I would look at the 32 team phase. I think that flex would be probably where she wants it. So, yeah. Let's see. From Patrick Henry, rode my recon today at Copper. Had a blast. 4th day on a board ever. Good day to be at Copper. Snow was great today.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. From Michael Megas X. I need someone to teach me how to backflip so Avery can stop calling me out on Discord. Most I got is a back three. If you can do a 360, you can do a backflip. It's the same rotation. It's a 360.
It's true. Same amount of degrees. Just way scarier.
Oh, God. From Andrew Waugh. Is Winter Park worth going to at all? May 16th or Stick Day Basin? At that point, I think the only thing open is Mary Jane. It's going to be moguls everywhere. Go to the Basin. Go to the Basin. You'll be way happier. From Joey, have you tried the new Union boot? They're supposed to send me one in the fall for the boot breakdown series. So, looks good in person.
Yeah.
It's got some cool tech, so yeah. Oh my God, from Super Dave. I want to know Altoona Pizza's peak retardedness. I got to look this up. How bad is this? Altoona style pizza, a local delicacy of Altoona, Pennsylvania, is a unique pizza created by the Altoona Hotel. It's categorized by a Sicilian crust, marinara sauce, salami, green peppers, and American cheese. The pizza gained national attention and sparked debate after going viral on Twitter. Some say the pizza is interesting, while others aren't interested in trying it. The pizza can be made at home from scratch or with pre-made dough. Literally, this looks like something I would have made with a piece of bread, some tomato sauce, and American cheese with salami from the fridge. This literally looks like a fucking 9-year-old made this thinking they were making pizza at home. This is gross. Of course it would come from Altoona. Ugh. Let's see. Looking. Joe Gunn, angry coin when, hashtag pump and dump. I wouldn't do that. I actually have morals. I'm waiting for Buckhouse to could do something like that because it seems like on par with him.
Yeah.
It'll probably be called Cluser coin. It'll be him and David Lesh from Vertica coming up with it. All right. From Nuts and Bolts. Any info on the new Union source bindings? I've got a pair. They're fucking light. Like scary light. A lot of carbon. A lot of forged carbon.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hopefully ride that by next week. So yeah. Ooh, from Insularity. Got a decent core shot on my room service dog. Looking for a current gen version or wait for the redesign. I personally like the redesign more because it's got a double kick tail on it. It's more freestyle focused. So I don't know. It kind of comes down to like what you want out of it. It's like they really redesigned it. It's like a whole different board, and I don't know. It's your call, like because you lose the flat tail on it to get that double kick on there. Let's see. Oh, from Wesley Merkel, what can I do to preserve Zeb Powell's signature on my 201 Rat? Well, you can get clear vinyl and put it over it if you want to. It's like basically it's a 3M adhesive. You could spray it with clear coat first.
Yeah.
And that's probably what I would do is clear coat it and then put a clear vinyl over the top. But that's me. You could take a lot of pictures of it and then wall hang it and never ride it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. Oh, this is a good one from Mr. Dell29. Will there be more satirical top fives? Oh, I wrote 8 of them last week. I got to film them this weekend and take them over to the editor, but yeah, they're coming back. Like, don't worry. From something, what do you guys do for hobbies or sports over the summer months? Your mom. Got him. No, fucking go to the gym and work out, hang out with my dog. TC and I, like people, I don't think people understand. Like all summer, TC and I are working on stuff that's not going to come out for like 9 months.
Yeah.
Like we're staying ahead of shit. So like we are staying busy.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. I mean, you golf, and I just go to the gym a lot.
I don't think I'll have much time for golf this year though, with the dog and work and everything. I think it's going to be a low golf year. Which is
Oh
fine.
no! I am giving you at least 2 days a month for golf.
Yeah,
Where I'm going to be like, nope, you're going golfing. Like midweek, I'm going to be like, don't need you. Go fucking golf. I'll see you tomorrow. You know how I am. The work-life balance. I try to give you a good work-life balance.
Yeah.
So I want you to at least try to golf twice a month because if you go and golf with the reps, it's a business trip, and then you get to write it off on your taxes.
That's true. They say it's part of entertainment, and that has been taken off the 2025 tax thing. So entertainment is not. Yep, that's what they said.
Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
So I'm just going to start filming us in the cart, and now we got content.
Let's see. Let's see. Got a PSA from Wesley Merkel. Buy the Stale Cruiser. Click the links.
I like the Stale Cruiser.
From Caden Silverlicht. Ridden the new Ravine Pro yet? If so, what's the biggest difference? Shape aside. I mean, right here. Like, the shape is the big difference. That's really it. Like, because of the shape change in it, the nose goes out longer, so now the 3D shaping goes out further on it. So when you're actually in POW, this will enter into a POW turn different and funnel the snow out. Because before you had like that blunted nose. So this being more round out there and everything, it kind of just changes everything. Otherwise, the flex and everything is pretty much the same. It did feel a little stiffer, like, and so they might have changed some stuff in there, but it's not like it's crazy stiff. But the big thing is just with that longer nose, the 3D changes. Yeah. Ugh. All right. From Lundby, any dinosaurs will die reviews for 2026? I asked for stuff. They didn't have it. They said they would try to get to us later with Jeff dying in the avalanche. I'm giving them space. I think they need that. I will hit them up in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, so this is from Mongrel Uke. Doing tramp board this summer, snowboard addiction tramp pack, or build my own and mount actual bindings, plus hunting boots. Do you guys tramp jib over summer too? So here's the thing. Here's what you do is you take an old set of bindings and rip the straps off of it, and you can drill, like if you're willing to do this, you drill it and you just put like bungee cord strap type things on there, and you can just do it in your shoes if you want. And remember, you can take an old snowboard and just duct tape the edges so that they won't cut the trampoline like all the way around, and there you go. Or you can just take an old skateboard and screw some shoes into it, and same thing.
Yeah.
Make sure it's the same length as that. So yeah. All right. This one's for you from Decon. TC, what board is that to your left? Might just be camera perspective, but that nose looks wild.
Like this left or this left?
Your left. No,
my looker's left or
your left. Your actual left.
My actual left. That's it. You just
no, the one that's leaning right there. I think that's your. Yeah.
Oh, that's my cool bean. And to answer somebody else's question before, no, it is not for sale. That board will never get sold. Probably get buried with it.
Yeah. So. Yep. There you go. Okay. Well, I think we'll call it a day. Let's check on the poll first. All right. Will TC get disqualified again at Bucket Banked on Saturday? 39% said yes. 9% said no. 38% think you're going to win your division. 14% said did last. That's 197 votes.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to use that confidence to go in there and win it.
What, that 38%? 39% think you're getting DQ'd.
That's fair. Probably will on one of them if I do my job right.
So, and I'll take this last question from something. What the fuck is that picture frame behind Avery? This is so in Videograss 1, the first Videograss movie, Jared Hattie knocked his front teeth out. This is the actual dentist photo from it. Like it's autographed by Jared Hattie. I killed my summer. If you actually if I take this out, it says all the dentist information and everything on it. It's a 101. I won it in a weird 686. I think it was 686. Maybe it was Solomon or Bonfire, but I won it in a raffle. So it's a one of a kind thing. So it's kind of funny to have up on the altar of snowboarding. So yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna get out of here. I need to go take my dog for a walk and then figure out dinner tonight. I think I'm just gonna fry some eggs because I'm rich, and put on my mashed potatoes or something. I don't know. Oh. Anyways, we'll be back next week. Final live stream of the year or for the season. We're giving away a couple snowboards, sticker packs, prizes, and stuff like that. So tune in. We're gonna make it fun for you guys, and then we're going on vacation till probably mid-June would be my guess. Mid-late June we'll be back. So,
cool.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.